Hey everybody, it's Tonic here, and welcome to another video of Solo Abandoned Bunker Confidence Builder. Now, in my last video, you guys saw me go to the abandoned bunker by myself, and I showed you guys how to how to battle against razors. I showed you guys how to defeat them. I showed you guys the weak spots and a few other things with them. So with this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the armories downstairs. Now, when I say armories, I don't mean the one upstairs in C block. I don't mean the ones in C block and D block downstairs. I mean the big boy armories, the ones by Brenner, the ones that have the good stuff, essentially. So these next few clips I'm going to be showing you guys are basically just going to be me going down to the armories and doing them all. It's gonna be unedited for the most part. I have a few little cuts, but it's gonna be mostly unedited to show you guys how to properly do them. And then I'm gonna be going over some key things here and there, as far as like how to keep track of the codes, like what lockers you want to do, and how to do like escape routes. You know what I mean by that is knowing where to go when you fail a code, for example. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Okay, everybody, so I'm going to be starting at the bottom level of the bunker in the gen room, not the armories themselves, just to give you guys an idea of what it takes to get down there. As you can see, I have an 800 fuse right here. I'd recommend either doing an 800 or a 1008 fuse for the G armories, just because, you know, it buys you more time. But what I'm going to do is show you guys how to make down there. So we're going to go ahead and power A, B, and then G. Go ahead and knock an arrow. Let's make our way down there. I don't see any puppets. I took care of most of them. And we do have a beeper on the other side of this door, so we're going to back up. Once the razor did get woken up, we're going to try and dodge him. Almost had him. There we go. Wait a sec. Okay. Should be good now. Let's kill this puppet right here. Glitched a little bit. Jeez. Used to my broadhead arrows, guys. Let's wait a sec, let that music go away a little bit. Good now. Open this door. Wait a sec. You don't have to wait for the ominous music to go away every time, guys. I just do it out of precaution. Alright. So we're going to leave A and B on. That way, if we fail one of the keypads, guys, I had somebody ask this in the video. What do I do when I fail the keypads at the armories? Well, I'll either leave A and B on, or what is it? D, E, F on. That way I can escape if I need to. So either right or left. It depends. I always do A and B, though. So we're going to go in energy. And sometimes there are razors, as you can see, on either side, or just one, depending. So right here we have a razor on the left side. We're going to kind of get right here, take care of him just like that. And what I typically do, guys, I typically look for the armory that has the closest together, but this one is pretty close together, like the numbers. So I'm going to do the left side first. So I'm going to do 145, 154, 541, and then 514. So we're going to do 1 and then 5s first. Alright, so we got it. So it's going to be 514, and I typically do this in squad chat, guys. So left side is 514. Okay, so we're going to shut that. And you don't have to do this right this second, guys. But I like to check the fuse anyways when I get the door open, just to be safe. And so yeah, left side was 541. So we can go ahead and get in here and close the door and start lockpicking. Okay. So wait a sec, let that music go away. Alright, we should be good now. And now my recommendation, guys, if you're not if you're still a beginner at lockpicking, I would recommend doing at least just the irons first here instead of the silvers. Just because the irons are easier, of course, and you'll get something out of the irons, even if you don't get weapons, even if you get just like magazines or some or mines, whatever your server settings are on, at least you'll get money from that. So if you're new to lockpicking, I would recommend that you do the irons first, and then if you want, try the silvers. But I'm gonna take my gloves off, and I'll explain why I take my gloves off in a second. Just want to try and get one of these open. Almost had that. Let's see. Let's open some more bobbies. I'm gonna go ahead and auto craft this. Give it a second to craft them all. And it's open. And what do we got? We have a frag grenade and an EMP grenade. And then what I typically do is do the silvers first. So we're going to go to the other side and get this silver done. Almost. Okay, it's open. We have an RPK and some attachments for it. I'm gonna pick those up. We're gonna attach them, and then we're gonna put them in our hiking backpack that we brought with us. Now we can do the silvers, or the irons, sorry. Take more bobbies out because we are failing for some reason. Like me. Alright, so this iron is open. What do we got? We got some gear. I didn't bring any NVGs with me, so we're gonna put these NVGs on. I guess we can take the combat helmet, and we're gonna leave the rest of it now. Just take the combat helmet. We're gonna take this in hands, pick up the lockpicks that we didn't use, and do the other other iron. I keep saying silver. And this one's open. We got some SCAR DMR mags and some 308. So we're gonna take this in hands. And I didn't mention this yet, guys, but make sure when you enter the armory, before you start lockpicking, or you can do it after, make sure you search up here. You might find some like a stun grenade in this case. But when you search it once on either side, it'll do both sides, so you don't gotta worry about that. And typically, guys, I don't really ever do these small lockers right here. You can if you want, but I typically just don't worry about them. I don't really think they're worth it. I mean, they might be, depending on the server settings, like where your loot is, but I typically just don't worry about them. It's personal preference, though. And what I do next, guys, I put my hiking backpack down, and I go and check, before I start another room, I check the fuse, see how that's doing. As you can see, it's a little bit under halfway left. But we're going to try and do the right side next. So this one's a little bit more spread out. Let's wait for that rattling to stop. Okay, and let's check the middle one. That one's a little bit closer together, so we're gonna take our backpack and make sure A and B is still on in case we fail it. It is. So 836, or sorry, 863, 836, 368, and then 8386. Okay, 368 is our code for the middle one. The center is 368. Remember, guys, do it in squad chat and not local chat, especially if you're doing PvP, because if you do local, somebody's gonna know you're here. Okay, start lock picking. Definitely should have had that one. And that's open. What do we got? Yep, another frag grenade and another EMP grenade. And guys, what I'd recommend that you do is if your fuse is starting to run low, like if you know it's starting to run low, or back up. If your fuse is under halfway and you're down here, definitely check the fuse box as much as possible. So like I don't have to just a second because I did just check it. Should have some time left, but after this, what I'm gonna do is check it once more. We are struggling with this. Okay. I typically don't struggle like this, so sorry about that. Autocraft. And we did get a razor spawn outside, so we need to make sure we deal with him before we head out. And we got that open. Search it. And we got an AWM with a scope and ghillie. Desert ghillie. We're gonna take these. And what I'm gonna do is go kill this razor. And then I'm gonna go check the fuse again. Okay, we're gonna wait a second. Okay. Sorry, I thought I heard a razor drop. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, guys, since it's pretty low, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the gen room just to swap the fuse out. So we're gonna take our hiking backpack here. I didn't do the irons yet, but we're just gonna go swap the fuse real quick. I have one more 800 on me. That should be enough. Alright, so once again, we're gonna leave A and B on for our escape route. Just wait a sec, let that rattling stop, and we're good. Let's open up. In the center was 368. Okay, I'm gonna lockpick this. Almost had that. There we go. And what do we got? We got an MP5 SD with MP5 rail and a red dot sight. We're gonna pick this up and attach and put it in the backpack. And we're gonna get a couple more bobbies to do the other iron. Go ahead and crab those up. And search this. Got 3.8 ammo. I don't ever take that, to be honest. I really suck at lockpicking, guys. AS Val. Okay. RIS adapter. Okay. So yeah, let's put this stuff here, and this room is done. So what we're gonna do next, guys, once again, we're gonna go check the fuse. We're gonna leave the backpack right here. We're gonna go check the fuse again. There's no puppets or razors, which we're good. We have plenty of time. So we're gonna try the right side now. So we're gonna take our backpack in our hands. And the right side is gonna be a little bit spread out. So we're gonna do 7s first and then 3s first. Barely got that. 376. Okay. Right side is 376. So let's go in. Wait a second. Making a lot of noise here. Wait for the rattling and the music to go away. Alright. And then search this, see what we got. Just some ACP ammo. create some more bobbies. About 6 of them. Okay. Let's start picking. I am off my game today with my lock picking. Okay, there we go. Alright, PG-7M ammo, or rocket. Let's go to the other side. Try this silver. Let's wait a sec. The rattling go away. Let's craft a couple more bobby pins. Almost had that. Bingo, just like that. And what do we got? We have AWM magazines plus some 338 ammo. So now we try the irons. I'm lockpicking so wrong right here. It's not typically what I do. I start at the top and work my way going all over the place. Got a Mark 18 with a Mark 18 suppressor and ACOG and an XPS holographic. I'm gonna attach the ACOG and the Mark 18 suppressor. I'm gonna put these in the hiking backpack, and then we're gonna get this iron right here. And since we are taking some time with this, oh, gunpowder. What I am gonna do is check the fuse real quick, just to be safe. Okay, so we still got about halfway. So let's wait a second, let the rattling and music go away. It's done. It's our protein at. We're gonna start losing muscle here soon, but you know, hey, I don't care. All right. Craft some bobbies. Pick the lock. And just like that. AK-74 magazines plus some 5.45 by 39 ammunition. We should be good. Did we check up here yet? We did. Okay, cool. And yeah, go ahead and take the hiking backpack. And once again, I'm not gonna worry about the 2 small lockers on each side. I never worry about them. If you guys want to, like I said, you can, but I choose. Now, I typically don't search the stuff in G block. You might find like EMP grenades though in these green crates. So we're gonna search those. I'm not gonna search everything else though. And if we start hearing rattling, what we'll do is stop, of course. Hold still. Hold still. Still got rattling. We're good now. Got 3.8 ammo. We do have a razor spawning, so we can go ahead and just search these real quick and then we'll kill them. And he's dead. Wait a second. Are there any more green crates? No, there's not. Alright. Typically though, guys, you might find like just ammo in these. You might find some like BMG ammo, some tracer rounds, for example. I have found those in these boxes on the shelves. But that's about it. That's the only thing I ever really find in those. The green crates though, like I said, you might find frags or grenades. But yeah. And then we have a little bit of time on the fuse, so go ahead and go back up to the gen room. Shut that. have a puppet spawn. I'm gonna shut this. Alright. Now, if you guys saw me lockpicking down there, I did state that I took my gloves off, and somebody actually asked me this in the abandoned bunker video. Why did I take my gloves off to lockpick? Well, to answer your question, the reason why you want to take your gloves off to lockpick is because it actually adds minimal pressure to the lockpick. Because see, if you have gloves on, it's going to add more pressure. But the thing is, with some locks, like the kill box, for example, or if you're raiding somebody's base, you might have lock protection on that. So that's why you want to wear like medical gloves or improvised rubber gloves, because rubber gloves, I know, I've never really used medical gloves, so I'm not sure about those, but rubber gloves do provide protection from zaps. But they do obviously make it harder to lockpick because, you know, having gloves on is going to add more pressure. Okay, guys, so as you saw, I actually managed to get all the armories open. I didn't fail any of them. So what I'm going to just do right here is give you guys a little example of what you would do if you did fail one of the codes. I'm going to be using the left side as an example. So like I said, you would power A and B or D, E, F, whichever one you want to power. It doesn't matter. It's up to you if you want to go left or right. I always do A and B, so we're going to use that. So what you would do, we're going to walk up to this. We're just going to type a code just like that. Let's say you failed it, and just like that. Then you go right, all the way up to the gen room. Typically that's what I do. I just go to the gen room. And then when I'm at the gen room, guys, what I typically do is turn off the fuse. Because what Brenner's going to do, not only is he going to follow you, possibly, but once he leaves you alone, he's going to go to the keypad where you failed the alarm. So in that case, G block. He's going to go to G block and then wait about a minute or so, and then go downstairs, check and see if he's gone. And if he is, you're good to turn the power back on for G and try again. Well, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope it helped you build some confidence on going into Brenner Armories by yourself. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to comment if you have any feedback for me. If you have any ideas that you want to see me do for this series, please feel free to let me know in the comments. But yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.